They've all been proven wrong. Make no mistake, as we've been saying, Tavleen's delighted. She's been saying...
Can I take a bow?
You can take a bow. Because this is an occasion where all those who've been saying that there is a Modi wave, they've been heckled, abused by people from the Aam Aadmi Party. They've been called all manner of names by the Congress. There was a Modi wave which people read and several didn't. The reality is, and you can see this across the country, there is a massive Narendra Modi wave. Make no mistake about that. The markets have crossed 25,000 for the first time. They're giving a big Bofors salute to India's new Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Get used to that, ladies and gentlemen, because that will be on everyone's lips definitely for the next 5 years. And then who knows, depending on how he performs, what happens next. I want to go across to my colleague, Associate Editor at Business Today magazine, Shweta Punj, on why the markets are so excited, because they've already factored this in. They already knew Modi was winning. They're already very excited. But is this just sentiment welcoming in India's new Prime Minister, Shweta?
Absolutely, Rahul. To use a cliche, markets have been modified today. You know, there's a raging bull run and the investors are experiencing it after a very, very long time. Yes, the markets had factored this in after the exit poll results came out, but if we are looking at a close to 300 tally, now that's going to be phenomenal. Markets are going to swell at that number. You know, to an extent, markets are reflecting what the middle class wants at the moment. You know, they are looking at project clearances, they are looking at push to infrastructure. If you look at the stocks that are doing well right now, you'll be looking at key infrastructure stocks like Tata Power, PSUs like GAIL, Coal India, banking stocks like HDFC, auto stocks, Maruti, and of course ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. So all these stocks are looking very, very good. However, we can expect a very volatile session of trade today. There is a likelihood that markets are going to make history just the way they did on the 18th of May in 2009, where markets breached the upper circuit 3 times. Now we are already looking at over 1,000, in fact 1,500 point gain. Yeah, close to 1,500 points. Sensex is already up close to 1,500 points. Now, if it crosses over 2,000 points, we are going to see a halt in trading for at least an hour. So let's see. We have till about noon to see that. And SEBI, of course, has put together a special committee to monitor market movement today. And let me tell you, a lot of people are very happy today. A lot of investors would be very, very happy today. In fact, in the last few days, I've spoken to a lot of people who've literally made crores, you know, and I'm talking about retail investors who have really benefited from this bull run. Okay. So yes, start of a raging bull run if the BJP crosses the 300 mark.
Well, trends are only available for 500 out of the 543 seats. The BJP alliance already at 296. Just give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. The Insta trackpad is back on. And I now want to break this down category by category, parameter by parameter, to understand how this Modi wave has really come about. Let's start first with, which ones do we start with? Let's start with the urban picture. No, I want to take the national big picture and slice and dice that first.
First I want to sound a note of caution. If you go by votes, I'm seeing on my thing, BJP plus is 49%. Now that would be a phenomenal number. I think the vote percentage is going to come down. But you can never really take vote percentages before 2 or 3 p.m. seriously, because the vote percentages take much more time to get updated. I know. Yes. But what I'm saying is these numbers, 295 is on the basis of it consistent with 49. But if the vote percentage is going to come down, then we may see some downward trend from 295.
Sure. Let's take this one by one, please.
Interesting of vote percentage. Rajiv Gandhi in 84 had a vote percentage of 47. If your combined NDA vote percent stays at 49, and Rahul's caution is a very good one, but if it does, once again you're going to see possibly that 294 figure, right, out of 508 shooting well above 320, 330, if that 49 becomes a firm vote percentage.
Yeah. Okay, just give it a moment. Let's just break this up. Let's start with the urban seats. There are 105 seats that are categorized as fully urban seats. You can see them on the map where they are. Out of these urban seats, the NDA is leading on 51% of them. Trends available, they're leading on 52 of those seats. Apart from this, let's take a look at the NDA strike rate in the Muslim seats. These are seats where there are more than 30% Muslims among the voting population. There are 106 such seats. On these seats, the NDA is leading on 49 of them with a strike rate of 49%. The Congress alliance is leading only on 15 with a strike rate of 15. After this, let's now come to the rural seats.
UP is still not there.
This really helps you understand where the Modi wave is coming from. And majority of the seats in India are rural seats. This data is being pulled out for you in real time. Out of the 438 rural seats, you can see that number build up for you in your screen.
336.
One by one, you can see India being painted saffron, especially in the west, also in the heart of India, strong in the north, in the east, not so much in the south and in the deep east, but this is where the BJP is gaining. In rural India, the NDA is leading on 244 seats with a strike rate of 60, which is substantially better than the urban India strike rate. The UPA leading on 57, that's only 14%, roughly where they are in urban India as well. This is the picture of India when it comes to rural seats. After this, let's take a look at Naxal seats and understand in the seats that have been classified as Naxal dominated or Naxal impacted by the Ministry of Home Affairs, the 66 such seats, the NDA is leading on 31 of those seats with a strike rate of 53%. The UPA is leading on 10 with a strike rate of 17. Others are at 18. After this, let's take a look at the Dalit seats. These are the seats that have been classified as Dalit seats, reserve seats. There are 84 such seats across the country. The NDA is leading on 43 of those seats with a strike rate of 54. The Congress is leading at 10 with a strike rate of 12. Let's take a look at the social media seats. Now, what is the social media seats? Social media seats are those seats where the number of users on social media, Facebook and Twitter primarily, is more than the victory margin in the 2009 Lok Sabha elections. Of the 160 such seats, the NDA, and you can see the database actually call these graphics live streaming data being brought out for you, is leading on 108 of those seats with a strike rate of 69%. Doing better than it is nationally. The UPA leading on 22, that's a strike rate of only 14, others at 26. The National Democratic Alliance is about to touch 300 out of the 517 leads for which we have data available. Let's take a look now at the tribal seats of India. In the tribal seats of India, there are 47 such seats. You can see the belts over here. In Gujarat, parts of Madhya Pradesh, some parts of Maharashtra, substantial parts of Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, some parts of Bihar as well. 26 leads for the BJP, a strike rate of 55%. Gaurav Sawant is reporting now live on the festivities at the BJP headquarters, where people are all set